All right, DD correspondent Sarah Coates joins us from Tel Aviv to give more information on this. Hi, Sarah. It is said to be the first time Israel has struck Yemen, IDF said. Its fighter jets struck military targets of Houthi terrorist regime. What is this indicating now?
Hello there, Sid. This indicates a new stage of this war, a new phase of this war, and a very worrying incident which could further destabilise this region. Now, all of this, of course, began in the early hours of Friday morning when an Iranian-made drone that came from Yemen actually passed through this gap between a couple of hotels here, then slamming into an apartment building very close to where I'm standing. I was actually awake during this time. The boom was extremely loud, could really be heard right across Tel Aviv. Now, this killed one man in his 50s, injured a number of other people, and this is why we saw this retaliation yesterday with Israeli forces striking the port of Hodeidah in Yemen, targeting a number of oil storage facilities and also an electricity grid. Now, early this morning, red alert sirens did ring out in the Red Sea city of Eilat, sending residents there running for shelter, with the IDF saying that it used its Arrow 3 air defence system to shoot down a surface-to-surface missile that was fired by the Houthis from Yemen at that seaside city of Eilat. So certainly very, very worrying. And we have heard the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu come out to say that we will target anyone, we will target anywhere if they hurt Israeli civilians. So as I mentioned, a very worrying new phase in this war, which does have the potential to further destabilise this region, Sid.
Sarah, Israel's defense forces released a video, in fact, showing strikes on Hezbollah weapons storage facilities in southern Lebanon. What is the update on that?
Certainly, and it has also just released more pictures of what it says was a strike on a cell of Hezbollah fighters in southern Lebanon early this morning. This is, of course, all part of this tit-for-tat escalation that we've been seeing on a daily basis now between Israel and Hezbollah over that border there. It is a largely evacuated area. More than 60,000 Israelis are internally displaced and more than 90,000 Lebanese on the other side of this border. It's certainly very, very worrying, and we saw this uptick even yesterday. Hezbollah firing a number of explosive-laden drones from southern Lebanon into Israeli territory, wounding 2 Israeli soldiers. So it certainly is a very worrying escalation, and this is really why we've been seeing so much shuttle diplomacy to try and really bring this situation under control, with a lot of fear within the international community that if indeed this continues to escalate, that it could in fact escalate into a wider regional war which could directly draw in Iran. So certainly very, very worrying, Sid.
Sarah, a quick question before I let you go. Benjamin Netanyahu has thanked Javier Milei for designating Hamas as a terrorist organization. What can we make out of this?
Israel has designated Hamas as a terrorist organisation for a very, very long time. So this is certainly something that is not new. And this is why Israel is carrying out this military operation in the Gaza Strip, trying to wipe out Hamas after the atrocities of October 7. We do need to remember that there are some 120 Israeli hostages still being held in the Gaza Strip by Hamas and other Palestinian factions like Palestinian Islamic Jihad. And Benjamin Netanyahu has been saying that it's only military pressure that he believes will bring these hostages home. Now, Netanyahu will be travelling to the United States tomorrow ahead of this congressional address on the 24th of this month, and joining him will be a number of these hostages that have been recently released, like Noah Agamadi and her father, really trying to push a deal through to get these 120 Israeli hostages released from the Gaza Strip. Sid.
All right. Thank you so much, Sarah, for your analysis.